Warts and verrucas are very common. In fact, most of us will have one at some point in our lifetime. In this week's video, I'm going to teach you how to get rid of a wart or a verruca in the comfort of your own home. Okay, so to begin with, warts and verrucas, they are the same thing. They are caused by HPV, which stands for human papilloma virus, and there's hundreds of strains, which is why most of us will get it at some point in our lifetime. Now, if you're unsure what they look like, if you want more information on them, if you want some pictures, I will leave a link in the description below to a really useful NHS website page that's got loads of pictures, and I'd highly recommend you watch it. Now, the good news is that warts and verrucas go away on their own within 2 years for 2/3 of us. But you might not want to wait that long, or you could be the lucky third where it doesn't go away, which is why we're going to talk treatments. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, but Abraham, that's great, but please give us the treatments now, and that I will do. But please remember, watch to the end of this video because I've also included my favourite treatment for warts and verrucas, which is 1, inexpensive, and 2, easy to do at home. But there are a few steps to doing it, and you need to do it right for the best results. So the other options include going to a wart clinic and getting your wart frozen off, but it can damage good skin, and also the evidence isn't very good for its effectiveness. Then you've got the products that you can buy from the pharmacy, which contain salicylic acid, and it can be used for warts and verrucas. But again, if you're not doing it right, it can damage good skin. Which leads me on to my favorite treatment, which involves this. Duct tape. Now, I know it might seem unusual, but this is an actual treatment, and small trials have shown it to outperform the freezing technique that I mentioned earlier, and also to work just as well as the salicylic acid that you can buy from your pharmacy. So, the next question is, how do you do the duct tape technique? Well, it's very easy, and at the end of this video, I'm going to make you a duct tape wart removal expert. I feel like that had a good ring to it. So step number 1, you need to buy yourself some duct tape. Once you've bought your duct tape, let's say for example I have a wart on my finger. You need to cut a size of duct tape which is about the same size as your wart or verruca, wherever it is. So let's say I've got a wart on my finger, I've cut a piece of duct tape now, and I'm going to stick it on top of it. Okay? Stick it on there nice and firmly and leave it on there for 6 days. Now if it does fall off, don't worry, cut yourself another piece and stick it back on firmly. But if it keeps falling off and you're getting annoyed with it, just stick a plaster over it and it'll keep it there longer. Step number 2, on the 7th day, you're gonna wake up in the morning, you're gonna feel great, you're gonna take off this duct tape and you're gonna put the area in warm water. Once you've done that, you're going to file away the dead skin with an emery board or a pumice stone. And once you've done that, leave the duct tape off for the rest of the day, go to sleep, wake up in the morning and repeat the cycle right from the start. So get a new piece of duct tape, stick it on and follow all the tips that I've gone through. So the key is to remember to soak and file. That's the most important part. So I would do this cycle for about 4 weeks and fingers crossed it should get rid of your wart or verruca. And please remember there are times that you should seek medical attention from your healthcare professional. So for example, if your wart or verruca keeps growing back, if you're worried about a growth on your skin, if your wart keeps bleeding or if it's changing in shape or size, and also if you have a wart on your face or on your genitals. And if you do have any of these that I've just mentioned, then please do not use any of the treatment that I've advised in this video and speak to your healthcare professional. I will also leave a full list in the description below for you, and I would advise everyone to read it. And lastly, please remember that warts and verrucas are spread very easily from contaminated surfaces and close skin-to-skin contact. You're also more likely to spread it when your skin is wet or damaged. So there's many do's and don'ts as well that you should be doing when you have a wart and verruca. So what I will do is I'll leave a full list in the description below for you, and I'd recommend everyone to read it. I really hope my tips help you in this video, and always remember that you're awesome, and I will see you next week. So Joel, you think like there is good enough? Or higher? It's so weird, isn't it? Like a tape, just like, yeah, you can use this tape, it's gonna work, but it does actually work. And I've actually had many patients that it's worked for, so I had to buy this duct tape just for this video. I hope you guys appreciate how much we spend for our videos. You know, the budget is massively high. And I highly recommend you watch it. And I ruined that scene because I spoke too much and I waffled. And you know guys, sometimes Abraham the pharmacist does waffle. And when he waffles, well, he makes his videos. Which leads me on to my favorite treatment, which involves this, duct tape. Now I know it might seem funny, it might, that ripped open a little too much. Hey guys, thanks for watching this week's video. Make sure to click that like, follow or subscribe button now to stay up to date with new weekly videos.